Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You laughing on the psychopath sitting next to you. You laughing on the murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You laugh some weird people sitting next to you. You think how did I get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. Take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Just to stay away. And now they're outside ready to bust. It looks like you might be one of us.
And welcome to all of you out there in YouTube land. I got a few little things here that we're tidying up. I don't understand, that's weird. Okay. Alrighty. Still catching up on a few things here. Alright, here we go. Alright, so hopefully tonight we have all of the kinks worked out with the microphones, and we had a nice little audio intro there. Hopefully that gets to stay. I don't know, we'll see what YouTube does with that. But anyway, the rest of the show should be copyright free, and we shouldn't have any problems. So as the splash screen says there, we're doing the visualizer tonight. We touched base with it just briefly on the first episode of the overview of DMX lighting. So what we're going to do tonight is walk you through how to set up the visualizer, how to get all of that up and running, to help you be able to program your lighting without ever actually having to set up a light. So that's always a good design. It's always a great thing when you can do stuff without actually having to do stuff. So we're going to jump right on in here. So right now we're going to go over, and we showed you guys this before. This is my lighting software. It's over here on a laptop to my right. And I'm feeding that into this computer with a video capture source. Now I do have the lighting visualizer is running currently on the computer that we're streaming from, and the laptop is sending my lighting signal through my network at my house to this computer to visualize the lighting. Now, you can do this on the same laptop. You can have both softwares running on the same, but having them separated is a little bit more realistic to what's actually going to happen when you're using an ArtNet unit like I run. I put it away, but it was sitting back here on the desk in other episodes, and we've talked about that. If you haven't caught that, just go back and watch episodes 2 or 3. So the visualizer is here. It should have been there. I closed it. All right, so there's the visualizer, and we're going to go to the quad screen just so you guys can see what everything's going on. So I have, this is an APC Mini. It's from Akai, and it's a APC Mini. It's a USB MIDI controller. Now I have this controller mapped to that lighting program in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. So when you poke buttons on this controller, they do stuff on the screen. So if we go in here and we hit this one, wait, I know what's wrong. They're not on. All right, so there we go. So now you can see, there we go, turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on. There we go. So now you can see in the visualizer, down in the lower left corner, all of the colors of red are the uplights, and I can go yellow, orange, yellow, green, cyan, little lag here, blue, magenta, and white. Normally there's not this much lag. I'm assuming there's a lot of traffic trying to stream on my network, and that's what's slowing the signal down. Normally under the normal circumstances you would not have that. When you push the button, it is instantaneous. And you can see it kind of goes instantaneous there for a few minutes, and then it'd have a lag spike, and then it goes again. So just be aware of that. Normally that wouldn't be the case. You wouldn't have that lag. It's instantaneous when you don't have so much stuff on the network. But so you can see now how the visualizer allows you to program your lighting to be able to see what's going on without ever having to actually set up your lights. So if we come in here, okay, I was trying to show you. There we go. So you can see how you can put things in and all of that to do your examples of lighting. So we're going to cover that real quick. So we're going to walk through how to build lights in here. Last week we talked about how to build your lighting fixtures for your lighting software. And now this week we're going to talk about building lighting fixtures for your lighting visualizer and making the two talk together. And then once you kind of understand how to build your lights in the visualizer and how to build your lights in the lighting software, next week's episode, we'll start diving into the lighting software, how to set up cue points, how to do scenes, how to make stuff actually happen. So we're going to just jump right on in here. So we've got two lights we're going to look at today. The first one is the Blizzard Lighting Thunderstick. It has DMX channels in two modes of either 12 channel mode or 32 channel mode. And you can see the chart here in front of me. Now, for convenience, I have them printed out. I actually printed out the DMX charts. I advise that if you're making new fixtures, it just makes it easier to not have to be flipping back and forth on the screens to see what's going on. Just print out the couple pages of the DMX values. and it will make your life a whole lot easier. It's also great to just toss those in a folder and throw that folder in your laptop bag or whatever bag you're taking your laptop or control surface in, just to have them. It's always great to have that reference if you need it for whatever reason. When you're at an event, you never know what'll happen or transpire that you might want those DMX values. So we're going to switch here. We're going to switch speeds. So we're going to go to a new visualizer tab, and I'm going to go and the other fixture, just we'll throw that out there because I forgot it. The other fixture that we're going to look at is the Chevy DJ FX Par 9. So it's a new FX Par from Chevy DJ, and again, they have several different modes that this fixture is capable of. We've got a 22-channel mode. We have a 9-channel mode, a 6-channel mode, and then a 2-channel mode. So each one of those modes controls a little bit different stuff, and you can see the big lists of DMX lights or DMX values, the values for the DMX there. And then they've got little nifty images down here at the bottom that show you different things about that fixture. So we are going to switch modes here, and the reason why I sound a little funky is because I'm not sitting right in front of the microphone. Now I took the liberty of setting up the basic controls just to show the functionality here as we go along. So we've got the FX9 controls, the DMX channel controls for the 22 channel mode here, and I've got the groups. Or I've got some groups set up so I can control all the reds, all the yellows, all the greens, all the UV, all the blue, color strobe, and then the effect strobe. So we're going to turn that on so that it's active. Now the other thing that I wanted to show you, and this is how we're going to control this. So I've got 9 sliders down here along the bottom of this control interface, and excuse me, and if you watch on the screen, as I slide the slider on the screen slides. So that's going to be our control to check whether or not these lights that we're programming into our visualizer work correctly. So we're controlling our lighting fixtures based on the control interface and our lighting software. And I am keeping an eye on the chat. If you guys have questions, throw them up on the chat, and I will check that periodically to get back to it. So we're going to jump right on into the visualizer. This is the it's Easy 3D Magic 3D or Magic Easy View 3D. It comes as a standardized package with Freestyler. You get it when you download the Freestyler app. I also believe you get it with a couple of others, CompuShow and Show Express, I believe, and I believe also QLC Plus also gives you access to this to be able to download it. It's a great little program. So what we're going to do is we're going to do add fixture. And actually, I don't know that it's going to let me do it this way. Yeah, nope, I got to do it this way. So I got to actually change this, and give me just a second. I thought I had this ready to go, but apparently I missed a step. Mic and video capture device. Nope. Window capture device. Window capture. Capture 4. That'll work. There we go. All right. And then add window capture 1 as well. Give me just a second here. We're just about ready. Sorry about that. I thought I had everything ready to go, and apparently I did not. So, all right, there we go. So we'll zoom this up some so you guys can see it real good. All right, there we go. Now we're ready. And I actually want to do add video capture device. Dang it. It's interesting. All right, well, it's not showing me that. All right, well, anyway. So we're going to come in here to our fixture library, and that's what we're really looking at here. So we're going to build the Chauvet FX9 light fixture in the library here. So we're going to come in to New, and we're going to go to a colored... All right, so... color wash, head... Oh, there we go. It's a LED, actually it's a multi-beam. Conventional. Now, there is some caveats to this. This is a little limited in some of its aspects and some of the things you can do with it. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do about that. It's just the way it is. So I think that's going to be as close to the fixture that we're going to be able to use as we can get. Hopefully, as this goes along and what are we building? We're doing the FX Par 9. Hopefully, as we go along, this 3D visualizer will get updated and be part of, and have some new features added to it to more closely resemble what some of the new capabilities of the fixtures are. So FX Par 9. All right. Now we've got some options here in this window as we're setting this up. So we want to tell the software that we've got LED, and we're going to do a wash, and our beam angle is, and this would be specified in the well, why not? Let's go look. So off screen here, I am looking for the information about this light, some more detailed information. DMX linking. Oh, that's Spanish. I don't know Spanish. And I don't know that it's gonna... I'm not sure it's gonna tell me. I don't see it. All right, well, we're gonna guess, since it doesn't say. But we do know that we've got... So I've got 10 beams of light. actually 11, counting the strobe. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got an oddball. 7, 8. Oh, how are we going to do this? 11 goes in the middle. Oh, there we go. Guess not. So move this, move this, move that, move this. Stick with me here. I'm figuring it out. There we go. So that's pretty close to what we've got going on. All right, so we got okay. And then we can hit okay again. All right, so now, haha, here we go. All right, so we can do add a mode, add a mode, add a mode. So we've got our first mode of 22 channels, our second mode of 9, our third mode of 6, and our fourth mode of 2. So now we're going to jump right on in here, and we're going to go, okay, so channel 1 is a color. And then we're going to go up, actually. If we do this, it'll give us our red, green, blue. And then we can go this. Should give us our magenta, cyan, yellow. And we can just ditch the colors that we don't need. Which didn't really work. So we'll go color. Why? One. So what you got to do is set these to light beam 1 so that when light beam 1 is controlled, those control light beam 1. So now we're going to add some more channels here. So we do a strobe channel now, which is a shutter, frost, lamp. Where is it? Shutter. There we go. So that's 10 or 5. Now 5, the strobe channel. If we come back, oh, and you can't see anything that I'm doing. That's not good. All right, there we go. That might help. So the strobe channel on our unit, so if we come back to the FX Part 9, as you can see there, number 5, the strobe 1, has a couple of features. So we need, in order for those features to show up in the visualizer when we move into that sector, we need to put them in the visualizer's fixture library. So what we're going to do is we're going to do strobe off, and we're going to do strobe, and then we're going to do sound active. So we're going to pull the sound speaker. Let's see, sound. Yeah, I guess that'll work. And our sound. So now we grab this and we're going to go down till we get to 251. So from 251 to 255 is sound mode, which is what we got. And then our strobe functions from 5. And you can... I thought you could. Nope, down one more, 6. There we go. From 6 to 250 is our strobe from fast to slow. So now we can go to this and we can go minimum properties, fast properties, and we can adjust what those rates are based on what our fixture does. So cool, we're looking pretty good. Alright, so this is going to be... It is not going to be happy with that. So we're going to change that to 4. And we're going to rename this UV. Alright, and then we're going to put in a linear dimmer. Alright. There we go. UV missing a color preset with a color half color. What? Okay, so I guess it's gonna... Guess it's looking for that. There we go. Yep, okay. So we got the color and we made it UV. Delete. There we go. Default. There we go. So you always have to have this little green check up here in the corner. That always has to be there. So if you don't get the green check, you're not doing something right. So light beam, and we got to reset that to 1. And then our strobe, we're going to set that to 1. So there we go. All right. So we've got everything we need for the strobe feature. Sweet deal. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to do this again. So we're going to do our red, green, blue. We're going to put it back here. So we've got 6, 7, and 8 are red, green, and blue. And then 9 is going to be UV. So we do our color choice, our purple. That's our UV. And then we need to do another strobe. So we come in here and we find our shutter. We add that. And actually we're gonna delete that and see if we can't. So we want to copy and then come down here to the end and paste. And then modify. And then we're going to make a shutter. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then we're going to set our light beams to light beam 2. Now, actually, I did mess this up a little bit. So, in our... you still can't see me. All right, so... Sorry, guys, I got a lot of stuff going on, and it's a little screwy. So in our lighting fixture here, we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 is in the center, and 11 is the outer ring. So we actually have two 2 centers, so I still did mess that up a little bit, but we're gonna just make it work. So we actually have beams 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this one controls beams 1, 4, and 7. So we need to, and I need to switch so you can see what I'm doing. Fixture library. There we go. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm having a little issues here, but we'll try to keep it up. Try to keep up with you. So here we go. So we come in here to our light beams. So we've got up to 10 channels added in on our list there. So we've got channel 1 is the red, which controls light beams 1, 4, and 7. Now the light beams are coming from in here. When we did our little map, we did this nifty little, and you can't see that. Executable name. Okay. So let's see. Let's see now if you guys can see that. Nope. Ah, dang it. All right. Well, window tile. Alright, and still nothing. Now, let me see here, 6. It's not giving me what I want. Alright, well, this is going to be kind of interesting. So, this is driving me a little crazy. I should have played with this a little bit more so that you guys could see what was going on. I don't understand why. Huh. I wanted to capture the cursor. All right, well, there's a window there that you guys can't see that shows up, and I don't know exactly how to show that to you. I'm having a hard time with it. unfortunately, I can't seem to get it to pick up that window. Alright, how can we do this? Let's fire up the other computer here and see if that will light up what I need. I can override. Sorry here, guys. I thought I had this ready to go for you, and here I'm having issues. So it's going to take me a second to get this laptop up and running and get all of the cables and everything sorted out. I got a mess of cabling on my desk here that is being a pain. Alright, so now that we lost my mouse. Alright, well, do. I took the wrong cable. Oh, dang it. Alright, here we go. Alright. And Magic Easy View 3D. Okay, cool. So I got the software on this computer. That's good. So Magic Easy View 3D. Scan Editor Library. Alright. So now you can go to Lighting PC. And now you guys should be able to see what I see, and all will be well with the world. But unfortunately, that's going to create havoc with our lighting setup that we were working on. So this might be a two-part video. We'll have to see. So when you go into the fixture library and you start to create your fixture, we've got and I want an LED, nope, I want a conventional and a par 6. And I can adjust the heights. So we're going to go 20, 20, and then it's a thin, yeah, it's going to make me a liar. 20, there we go. And we can make this really more like 8. 6. There we go. So that's more what we've got. And it's a Chat, and it's a FX par 9. And we've got 11 beams. And we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Dang it. 8, 9, 10, and 11 are in the middle, but it's not really, but we're gonna call it that. So we hit OK. So now we do our multiple modes. There we go. All right, and then on mode 1, we're going to do our red, green, and blue. And then we're going to do a color. We're going to drag our color wheel down to magenta, and we're going to bring magenta over and throw it in. Then we're going to do a shutter. And then we got to do some shutter features. So we're going to do off. Then we're going to do strobe. And then we're going to come to the question mark, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to go to music. And then I'm going to make my music channel 251. And then I'm going to make my strobe channel start at 006. So from 0 to 5 is our off or no function. From 6 to 250 is our strobe from fast to slow. And then from 251 to 255 is our music sound active channel. All right. So now we're going to do our light beam. There you go. And now you can see the light beam setups. And we need to go to light beam 1, light beam 4, and light beam 7. Now we know that by the colors here. So we've got we've got 3 sets of 3 around the outside of this fixture, then an LED strobe ring, and then another light or I'm not exactly sure what that is, if it's a laser or if it's what that is in the center, if it's another let's see if they tell us. Oh, okay, that's a cob LED. That's what that is. So it's a cob LED. So that's what that is. All right, so the cob LED is in the center too, but it has its own set of colors. So that would be number 4, is it got its own, which is number 10 on our light beams list. So I hope that's making sense. Let's take a look here real quick at the chat. How everybody doing? All right, we're good. So nothing. So onward we go. All right. So we do okay on that one. So then we do our green. And we're going to, again, 1, 4, and 7. And our blue is, again, 1, 4, and 7. And our magenta, or UV, is 1, 4, and 7. And then our light beam for our strobes is, again, 1, 4, and 7. So there we go. All right, easy peasy. So now we can come in here and we can go, okay, we want to take this. I can't multi-select, can I? Nope. All right. So easy enough. So we're going to add in mode 1, color, shutter, default. Okay. So what that message is telling me, and this is the little green arrow I was talking about in the fixture creator. This little green arrow in the library editor, I should say. This little green arrow should always be green. So because it's red, it's telling me that there are issues. So color is missing a default and shutter is missing a default. So we're going to come in and we're going to do default, the color. And we're going to do shutter, and we're going to default as strobe off. So that's what we want our defaults to be. And we're going to put that at 0. Just so when it defaults the color, it defaults no color. So now we're going to do our red again, and our red is light beam 2. Okay, well that's good. And our green should be light beam 2. Yep. Oh, wait. Red should be light beams 2, 5, and 8. And this one should be light beams 2, 5, and 8. And our blue should be beams 2, 5, and 8. And now we're going to do a color. And we're going to pull our magenta. And it's giving me that issue again. So we're set that to 0. And now our strobe, our shutter channel, we're actually going to copy and paste our shutter. So our shutter should be beams 2, 5, and 8. And our color for magenta should be 2, 5, and 8. All right, cool. So there's up to channels 10. Now we're only going to do the 22 channel mode. We're going to do the this particular mode, and then we'll save the fixture, and I'll show you how to add it in to your lighting software. And then we can look at programming it with the control interface. While we're tinkering with this, I'll let that restart because I had to rearrange some things on the lighting software. So I'm hoping to get this done by 9 o'clock. We'll see how this goes. It's going to be close. And of course, I've got all kinds of things popping up here. So now we're going to do our third set. So we're going to do channels 11. And that's going to be light beams 3, 6, and 9. So 3, 6, 9. Our blue, channel 3, 6, 9. Now this works for any multi-fixture, any multi-beam effect, especially things with multiple heads. This is how you program that. You can select the color head or select the head of the light fixture and you can change this to say UV if you want. But because we're kind of in a hurry here, we're going to just skip that step. So copy, paste. All right, and then we're going to change that to be beams 3, 6, 9. All right, so now we're up to 15. So now we need to do the cob LED. So those were our 3 sets of 3 around the outer edge. So we're going to do our red, green, and blue again. And now we can make this go to light beam 10. So light beam 10. And light beam 10. All right, and then I have a strobe feature for light beam 10, so we're going to copy this again and paste it. Now the cob doesn't have a UV channel, so we're skipping the UV on that. All right. Oh, wait a minute. That was the wrong one to edit. Dang it. This should be 1, 4, 7. A little tricky. You gotta keep an eye on that. So 10. Light beam 10. Okay, cool. So now we got all our light beams. All right, and then we have another strobe, which is the strobe for the ring of LEDs around the outer edge. So then we're going to paste that and make that light beam 11, which we're good. And then that's going to be hard to show. So that's not going to show up well on this because we can't make the light work with Oh, 2 presets modes. No, I don't want to do that. The preset. Oh, wait. Maybe we can. Maybe. Properties. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, we can. Ha 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 ha. Sweet. Okay, so we did make it work, I think. All right, so then we continue on. And channel 1 or channel 21 here on our list is a auto programs channel. So we're going to come in here and we're going to find a channel for dimmer, gobo rotation, amber white, smoke fog, filter, lamp, image, question mark. There we go. So we're going to question mark. And then we're going to come in and we're going to do programs. So scroll down here. What do our numbers go up to? Our numbers go up to 9. Our macros go up to 13. So that'll work. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Obviously, you could go on up to the correct number, but we're going to just continue on. And then we have the final one is a speed. And the speed controls the programs. So we're going to do just 2 simple speeds. One is off and one is fast. And then we're going to do a all right, cool. So what we've done here is we're assigning the speed channel to affect channel 21. So that's what our channels are going to show. So there we go. We've got the lighting fixture saved. Now I'm going to toss this up on my network in the hopes that I can retrieve it from the other computer and be able to put it in. So we're going to hope that that's what happens here. And this is interesting. I can't see my network at the moment. All right, well, luckily I have a couple thumb drives sitting here, so we'll put it on a thumb drive, and hopefully that will show up. Come on, laptop, let's go. Quad screen. So that's kind of how you build your fixture there. You just go in and assign all your values to your... Is this the... Okay, well, that must be it. FX, par, 9. Okay. So now we can switch back to our other laptop. Open our template file. All right. So now we can move this one out of the way, disconnect it, and get it out of here. All right, and then we take our drive, dock, and hopefully we can pull this light fixture up. All right, so hey, look, there it is. There's our lighting laptop. It's back. And cool, we got all our commands. Cool beans. So window capture 1. Library open. Oh, where are you? Interesting. All right, I got a USB drive. Not want to work. Interesting. All right, well, hold on here a second. I got to climb down onto the computer and put this USB drive in. So give me just a second here. All right. There it is. All right, so right here is our light fixture. Sweet. All right, cool. So now we can save as, and we're gonna go to my computer. We're gonna put it on the desktop. That'll be a good place for it. And it's a good, easy place to find it. All right. So now we can go to our properties. Now we can go in here. All right, here we go. So we've got our light fixture built, and we've got it programmed for all of its channels and where everything's located at. So now we need to come in and we need to patch the and I don't know that you can even see that. Nope. Lovely. So when you go in, you come up here to your universe patch, and I have it set at default at ArtNet with universes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So we're going to come into construction mode. All right, cool. You can see that. And we're going to come down here and we're going to add a fixture. Now this is important. This is, oh, tell me you can't see that. Dang it. I'm really starting to dislike this. So when you, yeah, we'll just keep going. All right. Well, so when you add the fixture in, it's going to come up with a DMX universe patching. And I really wish that I could get this to show you that, but for whatever reason, it is not wanting to show you It's just not wanting to show you this setting page here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to import a fixture from our desktop, and we're going to pull up this new FX par fixture that we just built, and we're going to put it in our light, or our drawing. Now those green cross marks, can you see those? Oh, good, you can. The green cross marks show us where our light is. And the, oh, we got something that's not, got one of the UVs that's not defaulting correctly. So let's see if we can fix that. That one's fine. That one's fine. That's interesting. Actually, I think they're all not working correctly. I remember if I... Yeah, they're all kind of not working right. Huh. Alright, well, we'll have to see about what we can do with that. That shouldn't have a light on. That's the problem. But so anyway, down here in the lower part of the screen, you can see that you can change the angles, and you can move the light fixture around based on, move it up and down and front to back, and then you can rotate it around in its circle. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Even the beams aren't right. Interesting. So let's look at this light beam. 1, 3, 7. Two, 5, 8. Ah, there it is. Light beams 3, 6, 9. All right, so let's try this again. We're going to come in here to add the fixtures. We're going to delete the one that we have. And we're going to import our FX Pro. And we're going to put it there. And we're going to hit OK. And we still got some stuff that's not right. What is going on? Boy, I thought I had this pretty well under control. What is the deal? Now, as you can see, this is a little tricky. 1, 4, 7. Sometimes these just, you got to get in here and play with it to get it to work the way you want. And 4, 7, 4, 7, 2, I got all kinds of stuff bugging out on me here. No. All right, so it's acting up. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I'd have to go through. But so anyway, we can put the light fixture in, and we can go in here now to our. We're gonna go to our quad screen. There we go. So you can see down here, and we go. When we bring the red in, you get the red dots, and you bring the green in, and we get one green dot, and we get blue in, and we get some dots, and UV we should be seeing do stuff, and it's not, and then our strobe should be doing stuff, and so we've got some issues here that we're not getting our light fixture to generate correctly, but you guys kind of get the idea. I really wish I could figure out what was going on with it, that it would, so that I could fix it and show you guys what it actually should be doing. This is kind of driving me crazy. Once. So shutter undefined preset found. A preset. Shutter. That means. Because it looks like it was fine in the other one. Okay, so let's go back into construction and our fixtures. We can delete and we can import this one. Put this back in our thing. Alright, well that's a little better. So now we've only got one color. So now as we slide the red up, you can see all the reds. We've got a strobe issue still going on, but we got all the reds. And we still are not getting the green like we should. I don't know what's wrong with that. And then all our blues. And our purples are still not happy either. And of course our strobes are not having a good time. But so there you go, guys. You can see kind of how you do it. Obviously, I don't know what's going on here tonight, but there's something that it's not happy about with that fixture profile. And I'm not really sure what the deal is, but I hope you guys had a great time. Again, I'm DJ Michael Chilson. And next week we will cover building scenes and start getting into the lighting software. We ran over a little bit, but we are pretty close here at 9:12. Well, 9:12 my time. It would be 11:12 East Coast time. But anyway, I hope you guys learned something great tonight. Learned a lot. I hope you guys get in there, play with that fixture visualizer, the lighting visualizer. Get in there and just play around with it. They do have a huge library. I don't know that it's going to show you it, but let's see. No, it won't, because I know it won't, because the stupid screen doesn't come up. But they do have a huge fixture library of lighting fixtures that are already made, and there's lots of great support out there for anybody looking to build a fixture. You can get lots of great support on the websites or on the forums about this software. So if you need any help, again, reach out to me and let me know. I'll do my best to give you a hand. And as always, I hope you guys join me next Wednesday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for episode 5. Creating scenes, well, it should be the title or something near that. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't started developing the slides and all the information for that yet. But again, guys, I hope you had a great night. And if you have any questions, throw them up there in the chat. I am watching that. We'll get your questions answered here for a few minutes as I stay online afterwards. But I hope you guys had a good night, and I will see you next week. Till then, take care.